There's been a lot of work that's gone in around the world trying to get businesses to identify, report, and work on the climate impact that they have, both through their supply chains and their own operations. It's a really complicated business. Many businesses operate across multiple jurisdictions and the rules are slightly different as between the different jurisdictions, and so they have to reconcile those. And so it's very important for the businesses to think about the information they're collecting themselves and what that means for their footprint. But then they're reporting it to a wide range of stakeholders who might have other interests. For them, they've got to try to make sure that the information is timely, that it's consistent, that it's accurate, and it's fit for purpose. And we're really only just starting on that journey at the moment. And so there's a whole range of different very practical issues. Even once we've got the conceptual issues sorted out, some real practical issues for business, trying to work out what they do, how they do it well, and how they demonstrate to their stakeholders and regulators that they've done the right thing.
There's three main challenges around reporting. The first one is that there's really no overarching mandatory requirements, whether it's on climate risk or social risk more broadly. There's select and adjacent requirements, but there's no overarching mandatory requirement.
For most organizations, it's a big step, particularly because they lack capacity. So they don't have the expertise, they don't have the right data platform to accumulate information, and therefore for them to have reliable data to report and communicate to their stakeholders, that will be a challenge.
The second is that there's no standardized framework for reporting. So what we're seeing in the reporting requirements that are out there now, whether it's voluntary or mandatory, there's a lot of inconsistency.
There are too many frameworks that are being used out there in many jurisdictions, so several hundred frameworks. With many frameworks available, then there is inconsistencies in the way that they are reporting. So the users of those reports will have problems comparing one organization versus the other.
Thirdly, there's no quality assessment of disclosure. Reporting at the moment is largely self-regulated, and so we really need the government to take a role in ensuring that there is quality assessment around verifying the reports.
So many of these organizations are already overburdened with compliance requirements, another level wherein they don't have capacity and the expertise to do so. So there will be data and capability gaps. They do have the current reporting framework or regime. This is something new to most organizations, and what will be the end state of reporting, and that end state is really closely aligned with what the International Sustainability Standards Board is espousing. So first of all, complying with the S1 and the S2 standards. So the S1 would be reporting for sustainability matters, while the S2 will be more on climate-related financial disclosures.
When we're developing policy and regulatory solutions around disclosure frameworks, we really want to ensure they're substantive and not symbolic. And so that means they should be evidence-backed and research-led. So what we want to use is the research of the Institute to ensure that the solutions are going to be effective, rather than just sort of reporting on what's convenient or what's easy. Let's research and find the evidence for what's going to be effective and then put that into practice. And that's exactly the purpose of the experts within the Institute.